So let's just take a first pass over the practice. And for many of you, this may be something that you've seen before. There are numerous videos, often in the yoga class, even now in meditation, schools. It's becoming quite a mainstream, which is exciting, quite a mainstream option for naturally supporting health. So we're going to make it pretty simple. The first thing I'm going to ask is that you're just sitting comfortably. There's no real right or wrong here. I prefer to sit cross-legged, but sometimes you can feel a little tension or tightness in the hips or the knees. So you could grab a pillow. I can just set it under the knees. And then the back, the back is kind of, this is my assistant. The back is, relatively straight. We definitely do not need to be holding our spine straight up, so you can have something comfortable to lean behind, to lean on that's behind you. We'll start there. Mostly this is a practice of bringing the breath or allowing the breath to come in and out of the right and left nostrils. Why this is so kind of magical is the power of the energy in the nostrils. And we're going to talk about that in our next little video. But for now, let's just give it a whirl. So we're going to maybe use your thumb. There are a lot of different ways. There should be this finger and this finger and this finger. We're just going to keep it really, really simple. Simple is effective and absolutely works. So we can use our thumb to block one nostril, and then we can use the fingers to block the other nostril. And what we'll do is we'll start, you can cover the right nostril. We're going to inhale through the left. Then we're going to cover the left side. We're going to exhale. We'll inhale through the right and cover the right. So the cycle goes exhale, inhale, and switch. Cover the left, exhale, inhale, and switch. Exhale, inhale, and switch. This is the basic practice. So let's try it together for a minute or so. So you keep going. I'm going to just say a few things. One of the really important principles of any kind of pranayama or breathing practice is that we are not, we're going to start with not necessarily having any expectations or control of the breath. So though you are definitely controlling that the breath comes in through the left, or out through the right, or in through the right and out through the left, we're not going to control the depth, the speed, the flow of how the breath feels right now. So if you need to move a little faster to go with the breath, if your breath begins to slow down, that's okay. Whatever the breath naturally is going to do, that's what we're going to do. So if the breath is a little chuggy, if the breath is a little weak or a little deep or a little shallow, none of that matters. So you just want to continue with the practice. And if you find that there are blockages in the sinuses, you may want to have some Kleenex handy. You may need to blow your nose a little bit. And that is great because that's what we're really looking to do. If you find that there's one side that seems a little more blocked than the other, then don't kind of force through that. Just stay gentle with it. Take your time, and you'll definitely notice over a consistency of practice, maybe a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, that will begin to loosen. And in our next chats, we're going to talk about all the great benefits and the hows and whys of that. All right, so let's just continue a few more breaths wherever you are. You're letting the breath naturally move as it will. And the only thing you're controlling is that you inhale, switch, exhale out one side, inhale through one side, and switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. At whatever speed and whatever kind of depth your breath naturally wants to move. So I'll invite you to continue with that for a few more minutes, and then we'll talk about a few other benefits of why alternate nostril breathing is so magical, including this real interesting consideration of heat and cold through the energetic channels of the left and the right side of the body.